Oh, nice. I put the team on this video. So what is going on, y'all? We've got some more ladder climbing matches, still in rank 9 since we actually haven't posted that many videos yet for this season. But we figure we should try using at least all of our teams at least once to showcase them. I have in general been not feeling as good about this team compared to the other teams, partly because there's not that many people with Protect, but also I guess because I like the other teams a lot. I did find, however, after playing these 3 matches in this video, I was like, wow, I was kind of sleeping on that Machamp Dracozolt team because this team, if I didn't mess up the last game in this video, would have just straight 3-win streaked me back to Ultra Bal Tier. I was like, well, okay, there's that, but like I've been sleeping on this team, but it almost just straight ran through everything. So we used to have this as a Palkia team. I want to keep this team preview pretty short today, but we put Machamp on instead of Palkia. I think Machamp is really nice because Dynamic Punch is very annoying for your opponent. Machamp has a very high attack stat, so it does a lot of damage. And if you want, you can Dynamax Machamp, set up the max Rockfall for Dracozolt or Excadrill. Dracozolt can protect turn 1 while you're doing that to avoid getting hit with anything too big unless someone uses like Dynamax something, but you protect it, right? And Gmax Chi Strike gets you those critical hit boosts like you use Focus Energy. So, you know, I really do like Machamp. I think it gets slept on quite a bit, but mostly because people don't actually use fighting Pokemon that much, it seems like. So yeah, we have Scope Lens No Guard Machamp as our first Pokemon. A lot of the time we do like to either lead like Machamp Dracozolt. You can lead, you know, Machamp Excadrill, Machamp Rillaboom, Machamp Zapdos. You know, I'm just kind of listing leads, but like, there's definitely quite a bit of things that we do with this team. Sometimes you might lead like Excadrill Zapdos, and like switch out Zapdos for T-Tar in order to get the Sandstream up without people seeing you doing it. And so that's always something that you can do. I think Rillaboom just is great on pretty much any team, unfortunately, or fortunately. So that's really why we have Rillaboom, because it just Grassy Surge, Grassy Glide Rillaboom is really good, and so is Knockoff, and so is Assault Vest Rillaboom. So I mean, this team has definitely got quite a bit going for it, and playing with it well, I think just comes down to thinking about what your leads are going to be, and there's so many different options that I'm not going to sit here and be like, you could lead Dracozolt T-Tar, you could lead T-Tar Excadrill, because obviously, like, yeah, but yeah, it comes down to whatever you feel like is the most appropriate, and I do feel like I could possibly take Protect onto T-Tar and Excadrill, take like, I'd have to take off high horsepower on T-Tar, unfortunately, and I'd have to take off like Shadow Claw or Rock Slide on Excadrill, but I do like Rock Slide because then technically Excadrill can set up its own sand if it needs to. So I do like this team a lot. I think Zapdos with leftovers can actually be really good. And let's just get into these matches. You could potentially take Darkest Lariat for Protect as well. Okay, that's a pretty cool card. And I did not feel good about this matchup. Probably like Zapdos, T-Tar in the front or something weird like that. Yeah, not T-Tar against that. P-Tar Machamp. Really? Well, Machamp is pretty good here. Definitely gotta switch out T-Tar for like Zapdos. Yeah. And then yeah, we just Dynamic Punch somebody. Just try to get people confused. That's really the good thing about Dynamic Punch, just confuse the heck out of people. Okay, good play, good play. Okay. They have Life Orb. So we can Hurricane Leftovers. We can Hurricane the Urshifu slot and Dynamic Punch the Incin slot. You don't actually see people getting to use fighting moves on Incin that often. They withdrew for Comfy. It's the boy. It's half health, boy. That's damage. You want that damage on Comfy. Does a lot of damage, even at -1. That's what I'm talking about. And we confuse. And he hurts himself. What if that was a parting shot? I don't want to get parting shot. So that was good. That was good. They could ally switch, but we'd probably take that. They could Floral Healing, but we'd probably take that. So they're in a pretty rough position now, unless they switch someone out. Yeah, yeah. Okay. That was some. Well, we do now have +2 speed Zapdos and Machamp on the field. With a paralyzed Moltres, or I mean a confused Moltres. So this is the power of Dynamic Punch, and I think getting max speed, getting speed boosts on Machamp is really, really good actually, because I'm faster than everyone and I can just Dynamic Punch. So they could fake out here, but if they fake out, I'm just gonna one-shot Incin. I actually could one-shot Moltres at this point with Max Lightning, probably, based on how low their health is, and I didn't even think about it. So that was, not very smart on my part, that I kind of just avoided their Moltres. If I didn't one-shot with Max Lightning, that would be bad, But I mean, it's like, look how low its health is. Like, come on. Max Lightning can one-shot a non-Dynamax Moltres, I can almost guarantee it. So, that was a bad play. Hopefully we survive. We still have a lot of people left at this point, so there is that. Yeah, a crit would have been nice. Would have liked that crit. But now there is a +3 confused Moltres. I'd rather that than them target down Zapdos. Because I'd say Zapdos can just one-shot Moltres. Oh, I have Rising Voltage. Don't I? Unless they have max speed Moltres, I will still outspeed them. So I can Hurricane Zapdos, or I mean Hurricane Urshifu and Volt Beak Moltres. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I needed to double target it, and double targeting could potentially be really bad for me if they could one-shot Dracozolt with Surging Strikes. They go for Zapdos, okay. I don't think it would have been able to take out Dracozolt. And this is actually still rough, like... Well... I did conserve T-Tar so that I could set the sand back up. So that's smart. Sand runs out just in time. And Dracozolt's good against Urshifu and Moltres. Sorry about that. Are we quicker? We should be quicker. Yep. Yeah. But we don't have Hustle Dracozolt. Hustle Dracozolt sucks. Let me just say that. It's like, oh, let's just make every move 80% accurate. Dragon Rush 75% times 80. Makes it 60% accurate. Or 75 times 0.8. We take that. This team works. Oh, yeah. I knew that I faced this team again. With the team that Osiris showed with Grimmsnarl, Metagross, Feeny, Sylveon, Moltres, and Spectrier. If you remember what happened last time I faced this team, I lost on the last turn because I missed a Hurricane on Feeny, and I should have just Fiery Wrath instead of Hurricane. So, I could have beat this team last time. Yep, there it is. They didn't go Metagross Spectrier. So Excadrill should be a pretty solid Dynamax here. Getting a weakness policy boost on T-Tar Dynamax would be cool and all, but I think longevity wise, T-Tar's not gonna last very long. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Is like, do I really want to Dynamax T-Tar? No. Not against this team. So we raise our defense. I could have just gotten rid of the Metagross with a Max Quake plus a Max or a Dark move. But let's see who's faster. Yeah, they probably would have just one-shot T-Tar in that case. So. If I had lashed out Metagross, that would have been something. But it wasn't the right move, so. Who has the weakness policy, right? Who do I need to get rid of? I need to get rid of Metagross. Yeah. That's a good switch in, because they're not going to target T-Tar with a max air move, like they're just not. If they do, it would be a bad play that just so happened to work. They protect Moltres. Good. Jeez, man. That did a lot. But if we use Max Quake again on Metagross, we should pretty much guarantee one survive from one max airstream with Rillaboom. We could switch out. If we feel like we need to, like if they have Feeny in the back, we can definitely switch Rillaboom out. I was gonna say I could knock off Dracozolt. Or I mean knock off Moltres. Yep. So we get that Spidef boost. Metagross didn't do nothing. Well, that didn't do nothing. Those Meteor Mashes were actually putting in a little work, I'll say that. And they're already down to 2 people. So that's, I mean, that's what you gotta do in Pokemon, man. Like, you gotta whittle your opponent down and conserve your side of the field. They already have 2 people left, I still have 4 people. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. They might still have 2 turns of Dynamax left, or 1, 2, but we got this. Yeah, Rock Slide, Volt Beak. It'll do a lot of damage. It'll set off their weakness policy, but sometimes you just, it's just enough damage. Like, they can only target Dracozolt or Excadrill, they can't target both. Well, they have Moonblast. But I think we're fine. Nice. So they max Darkness, Excadrill, and Moonblast Dracozolt, right? Okay. I don't agree with that. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't the right thing to do at all. We have Rillaboom and T-Tar left. Good, 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 good. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I can serve my people very well. So we set the grassy terrain up, they can't unset it. So we can Rock Slide and one-shot Moltres, hopefully. We could go for the Iron Head if we really wanted to make I don't even think that would make sure. But Grassy Glide, Rock Slide should be enough. Yep, it's good. And we get the crit. I mean, it's Razor Claw Excadrill, so that's why we have Razor Claw. But it was gonna knock out either way, I would say. Moltres does not have a lot of defense. So, we're faster. We should both be faster than Feeny. But either way, it can't take out Rillaboom in 2 shots. Or it doesn't have time to even get off 2 shots on Rillaboom. Surprised they didn't cancel. Get the crit. See, I'm telling you, this team works. I slept on it a little bit. Use it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. I very, very much so could have won this next game too. And it's one of those games where you throw it at the last turn because you're too threatened. And you know they could technically make a good play to stop what you want to do, so you don't do what you want to do and then you lose. So this person definitely does not plan on Dynamaxing their Sylveon based on their Dynamax investment. Or their Grimmsnarl. They have a lot of maxed out HP and then other things. Okay. Gigalith team. So this is a Gigalith Dracozolt with Sun. Why couldn't I make the right plays? No. No. I made almost all the right plays. So if I had won this match, though, I would have gotten back to Master Ball Tier. Or I mean Ultra Ball Tier. Okay. T-Tar Excadrill. Same lead as last time. They do get the special attack raise. So we are gonna Dynamax T-Tar this game. Nice. Nice. They didn't expect that Dynamax. So we completely avoid any Grimmsnarl setup this game. Get the defense boost. And they trick her. Yeah. So who did they have that's good in trick? Oh, Gigalith. Well, we don't want to set off Gigalith's weakness policy. So this is actually kind of rough. We could Rockfall Drill Run the Porygon 2 and hope that it's enough. Drill Run has more power than Iron Head, so that wasn't a good play. I should have Drill Run. Into the Excadrill. Smart. He avoids setting off my weakness policy, as I do for him. That does nothing. Okay, let's see how much Iron Drill does. Iron Head. A critical hit Drill Run would have just ensured that knockout. Not only that, a Rockfall into P2 this turn would ensure the knockout, which I'm not gonna do. So I made multiple really bad plays. Hey, Max. I should have Max Quaked the P2. Or I mean Max Rockfall the P2 again. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Dracozolt can't. It does let us stall out their Dynamax. So we switch Rillaboom in for Dracozolt, or we switch Rillaboom in for T-Tar. But yeah, they're just gonna... Yeah. Let's see it. Okay, that's good, that's good. I should have taken out Porygon 2. And not set off their weakness policy. Good thing is Rillaboom can one-shot Gigalith. So, that was kind of my thought process about this. Is like, yeah, I mean, we let T-Tar go. So right, we just Grassy Glide Gigalith, and then we could Bolt Beak, unless it's still Trick Room. Then yeah, then that. See, that's what our priority Grassy Glide is good for. Even in Trick Room, we take that. That still does a good bit. Dimensions returned. Okay, so let's see. So they send out Torkoal. So here is one thing they could do. They could protect Torkoal and Trick Room. I can definitely take out Porygon 2 this turn if I target it down. So I could do that. Or I could expect that they know Eruption will do mad damage if I don't target Torkoal. And I should double target Torkoal. Bolt Beak knock off the Torkoal. But I double target the P2. Grassy Glide does a lot. Bolt Beak does a lot. So I'm kinda like, alright. First off, let's see how much Bolt Beak does, because now I feel like I just made the wrong play. We do have high horsepower too. I think Bolt Beak does more damage than high horsepower. And they have Earth Power Torkoal, which seals this one up. If I can't one-shot Torkoal, I lose now, so... The right play 1,000,000,000% was to Bolt Beak knock off the Torkoal. And then I could have knocked off P2, get rid of the Eviolite, and then I win. So, look. I say this over and over. If your team can win games that it loses, there's a lot of merit in the team. And I clearly, if I had made the right play on those last turns, would have won that. So, you know, that was very unfortunate. But you can see that I almost just picked up a relatively easy 3-win streak with this team against some very, very tough teams. And so, okay, I do suggest trying this team out. I think this team is very good, as even though I said it was like one of the not good, like one of the lesser good teams that I was sharing. But this team, I mean, like saying it's one of the lesser good doesn't mean anything when all the other teams are really good and I have to try to decide which one's the best. Like, they're all really good teams. Try them out. Try this team out. And I hope you enjoyed that video. So, till the next vid where we will try to get back to Master Ball tier. What team will we use? I keep saying Master Ball, Ultra Ball. What team will we use to get back there? You'll see.